I'm going to show you a quick tour. This is up to the Coliseum. It should happen any second. There we go. Awesome. So this is a reconstructed version of the Coliseum.
ArcSmart is an archaeology outreach program. We train and mentor USC undergraduates to go out into 6th grade classrooms in schools around the USC neighborhood. And they bring fun, engaging, state standards-based lessons into the classrooms. So ArcSmart is kind of like an in-classroom field trip for these students.
I'm with the Los Angeles Unified School District's Art and Artifact Collection. I bring LAUSD-owned ancient artifacts from Greece, Rome, Mesopotamia, and Egypt.
So this actually is a Roman lamp.
To LAUSD classrooms alongside USC archaeology students who assist with hands-on learning experiences using these artifacts.
This is an oil lamp. It's from the 1st century AD. It's 1900 years old, about, and it's got the goddess Nike on it.
The LAUSD Art and Artifact Collection actually is a very large and eclectic collection. There are over 100,000 artifacts, and I use about 300 of those artifacts in the ArcSmart program. People often ask me the question, how in the world did the school district get these artifacts that are so old and rare and special? There was a principal named Edward Clark, and he worked at Venice High School, and he was a member of a club. And this club owned an artifact collection. Mr. Clark volunteered his school, and he created an on-campus museum of antiquities there that lasted for about 60 years at Venice High School.
We were showing them Egyptian artifacts, and then we showed them digital images of the artifacts, and then later on in the program what we did was we took them on a digital tour of Egypt through Google Earth, and we showed them where these artifacts were found and the actual sites that are located in Egypt today.
For 5 consecutive weeks, we teach a different lesson plan. It's a way to get students interested in history, to combine all these different skills. They're learning in other disciplines like language arts and math and science, and combine them into one lesson and show them how what they're learning in school really is applicable outside school.
So far this year, we've reached more than 500 LAUSD students and their families and teachers.
When we read books, we think it's so far off and it has no connection to us. But it definitely does. The way we are living now has a connection to the past.
History is always, it seems like it's a difficult kind of subject to cover because the kids always feel like, how does this relate to me? We did some front loading before they came, and we studied our lessons, and the kids, after reading all of that, to actually see the physical articles, it lets the kids know that this was real. This is not something that's in the book. It was really an inspiration. It's kind of like helping me to bring the story to life.
One of the great things about our students going out into these schools in our community as ArcSmart educators is not only the learning that happens about archaeology, about ancient societies. The students start to ask our USC students, how did you get to USC? What classes do you take?
Not only did they share about their experiences in college, because of course the kids are going to have questions about that, but they were sharing information about what they're doing in school as far as like, with my research, I'm able to travel the world. I'm able to learn so many new things. I could see a couple of light bulbs going on in their head like, that's an idea for me.
What we want to do right now is just take a couple of minutes to find out something that you have learned and that you can share with us.
Like if someone would build the pyramid, they would take like almost like all their life to build them. Mr. Owens, what we learned today in our group was that Mesopotamia had parts to like they had the building, had like a little building on top of like a staircase. You go.
I think that's what service learning is all about. It's just being a positive role model and doing positive things in the community.